You're trying to be like your mother, overseeing things from afar, but you are not her.
I'm sorry about Mara. I'm sorry I'm not her.
You're a bad friend.
That's not what they need. My people turned our planet, all of Etheria, into a weapon.
Podcast character designs done by Demon Artie. Like fan art, redesigns, original art, then Demon Artie's the artist you're going to want to follow. Be sure to check her out over on Twitter at ArtieDemon. If you like what you see, also consider supporting Demon Artie over on Patreon. For only $3 a month, you get access to Patreon-only community, concept art, voting on new art, bonus sketches, and the all-important fan service. So definitely check her out over on Patreon, because supporting independent art and artists is important. Episode 6 of She-Ra and the Princess of Power, Season 5, Taking Control, and it's a mess. It's an absolute mess. There's way too many little storylines going on. It's just so weird to see them try to do so many little things in such a small amount of time. We got this weird subplot with Micah trying to be like a dad to Frosta, and then we get the subplot of Glimmer trying to make dinner. we have the whole Catra thing, which should have been the whole episode. Should have just been Catra and Adora. And then we get the butterfly people getting taken over. It's just, there's so many things going on. You start forgetting subplots because they're just not important, like the whole cooking thing. But this redemption for Catra, it's just too fast. It just happens way so fast, and everyone just forgives her. Entraptor forgives her. Glimmer, you killed my mom, I don't care. Adora forgives her. It's just, there should have been more time. My goodness, this redemption can work. Even if Catra didn't try to murder the whole entire planet and like knew that's what she was doing and didn't care, that's a hurdle. That is a high hurdle to overcome. I believe in redemption. For anyone can get redemption. Sometimes it happens when you die. You have to do that great sacrifice, and that's your redemption. But no, Catra just gets it. they just hand it to her. But yeah, we start off the episode and everything's like going out of whack. Like, I guess the systems are failing on the ship. I thought Entraptor fixed all these things. They didn't get any battles or nothing. So why is the ship falling apart? The art and animation is it's pretty bad. It's some of the worst I've ever seen in She-Ra. That's saying a lot, because this is just last season. You think they would pull all the stops out. They were running out of money. They were scraping the bottom of the barrel, because we get things like this. Entraptor, this is just awful. And there's a lot of it. I'll point them out too. It's just ridiculous. But they're trying to figure out how to fix everything. And, of course, Entraptor just being Entraptor, just being loud and weird. And even though she's quite irritating, she's probably one of the nicer aspects of the show. But she's trying to figure out how to fix it. Bo is sitting in the chair. I guess he's doing the navigation now. Okay. This isn't... People were telling me in the comments, I thought this was Hordak, but it's not Hordak. It's just another random clone. So they just took him. They didn't make that very clear. I didn't understand that. I thought it was just, they found Hordak, but it's not. It's just some rando clone. He's helping, and he's just happy to help. I know he got like shocked or whatever, so I guess he's not part of the collective. But wouldn't he know that this isn't other clones? Like, he calls them all brothers because that's all he knows. But he's never seen like other people. Like, and he wouldn't think that these were the other clones. Like, why would he think that? But I guess because Bo tricked him, and that's nice. And he's kind of an idiot doofus. And they tried the comedy. They tried to be funny, and my goodness, it's not funny.
He's harmless, since I kind of, fried him and scrambled his brains.
Until I shocked him, and does a zoom in on his face, like, okay, you tortured this poor thing. It's still a living thing, right? Why, even if it's a clone or not, they treat it like it's not like a person, like it's like an object. I don't know. It's just I don't like it. It's not funny. Then we get the whole Adora, I thought, check on Catra. Should I check on her? I just checked on her 5 minutes ago. I should probably go check on her again. And what if she wakes up and I'm not there for her and I'm not checking on her? This, Adora has done this a lot in the whole series, and it's never been funny, and it's kind of irritating and stupid. Bo's like, just let her rest. She needs to rest. But she can't get over it. She gotta go about her. I gotta check on her. I gotta keep doing this. So they keep having that dumb conversation, and then I guess they're talking about how She-Ra's back. Like, oh, they got the She-Ra back, which was cool. Yeah, I like her costume and everything. But she starts doing things that she just didn't know she had all these powers and all these abilities. It's really crazy that she had even attempted the things in this episode, not knowing that this would maybe, could kill her, because she does some ridiculous stuff at the end. But they're super happy that She-Ra's back, but he's like, yeah, but I don't know how I did it. You just put your hand out and say, by the power of Grayskull, like, for the honor of Grayskull. How you've done it from the very beginning. So I don't know what the confusion is here about that. But like, the ship starts shaking, and it's kind of moving all over the place, I guess, because these are gets this damaged, or I don't even know how or why that's even happening. All this crap's going down, and then Glimmer's like, this calls for a celebration. Let's eat. Of course, it's Glimmer who says, let's eat for a celebration. So she's going to try to go find ingredients to make something. And this is an actual subplot. It's not necessary, and I don't even think it's possible, because I don't think this thing has a kitchen. I don't think it has like a stove with pots and pans, and that's not a thing. And they just have like what are basically rations, MREs, where it's just like, protein processed, type things so you can stay alive. So she's going to try to like make a special meal, and I'm going to take not Hordak with me. I'm so happy to bring nourishment to my brothers. It's not funny. Oh God, it's not funny. Oh, I'm going to go check on Catra. And of course, Adora can't wait to go check on Catra. And so they're being pursued by some ships. And I thought, okay, how are they tracking them? And I'm like, oh, okay, of course it's Catra, because it's got to be something to do with either Catra or the clone. That's how I thought how they're tracking them. They sent 3 ships, and they're like little ships. Why aren't they sending his capital ships? Some corvettes, some cruisers. He sends like 3 like fighter-sized ships. Do you want to win, Horde Prime? Do you really want to win, or are you just being an idiot? Oh God, it's stupid. We get to Catra's having like nightmare flashbacks of her baptism, because remember, baptisms are evil and wrong and stupid and dumb and evil, and religion's awful. And so she's having like these nightmares, and she wakes up and Adora's there, and Adora's trying to be, like, hey, everything's okay. I'm here now. We're on the ship. You're not with Horde Prime anymore. We rescued you. Catra, she's just a mean, nasty little lady. She can't let herself be happy or let anything good happen, and she like rolls over, and I'm gonna just mention this, but God, this is the worst butt in the history of all animation. My goodness. But she's like, oh, come on, let me help you. It's great. We're wonderful, and I like you now. And Catra's still being mean and nasty. You never should have saved me. What were you doing? Just leave me somewhere. I know you guys all hate me. Remember that scene? And Meet the Robinsons, very underrated Disney. I wouldn't say it's a Disney underrated classic, but there's a part where the main villain, Goob.
Hey Goob, what's up? Cool binder. Hey Goob, wanna come over to my house today?
They all hated me.
No one was ever mean to him. He just like invented this whole thing about everyone hating his guts, and it wasn't true. That's exactly what Catra's doing. No one's actually actively told her they hated her. No one's actually said anything to her to that extent. Maybe Scorpion, when she told her she was being a bad friend, but that was like her being honest. So Catra has this like invented thing in her brain that everyone hates her guts. But then, Adora's like, I never hated you. I never said that. She just throw her out of her bed though, which is pretty cute. He just like chucks her out of the bed. It's hilarious.
I promise I'd take you home, and that's exactly what I'm gonna do.
Then like, of course, then she has that look, like, I don't hate you. Why would you say that? She has everywhere in the world too. I don't know. This should have taking so much longer. This redemption needed room to breathe, and my God, they didn't do it. They just forced it down her throats. But then Catra kind of gets that, like, she's tsundere, so she's constantly always yelling at the person she's supposed to care about. But then Adora kind of gives up. Oh, forget it. Why did I think this would be any different? If you honestly thought that, Adora, you wouldn't have went and rescued her. You know what I'm saying? You honestly do care about her, because you wouldn't have risked everything. Because if Horde Prime would have got her and Glimmer, it's all over. All of Etheria is dead. So when he came back for you, Catra, I mean, come on, seriously, think about it. Stop being a dummy. But she's left alone because she can't stop yelling at everyone who loves her. Then we get to, oh my God, Swiftwind. Oh my goodness, Swiftwind. Oh my goodness, Swiftwind. They're back at the camp, and Camp Dum Dum, because what they're doing is just, this is another subplot. Micah's walking out, and we see that Frosta's playing some type of volleyball thing, but it doesn't make any sense because you can go on either side of the net with net and spin and net. And they're like playing with their, like, it's, I don't know, are they trying to say this is like their de facto daughter or something? It's a weird scene because it makes no sense. Where are the other princesses at? They just don't even offhandedly mention, oh, they're over in Selenius protecting the waterways. They just make something up. Just let us know where they don't care. Nothing matters. They don't care. So they're playing this silly game, and it just doesn't make any sense because they're like throwing a ball around, and looks like Spin is like Spinnerella is like helping Frosta because they're trying to cheer her up. She was depressed or something. Again, it's something we didn't get to see. They just make it up for the subplot that doesn't need to exist. This whole thing about Frosta being upset doesn't really play out to anything. They just kind of offhandedly mention it. So they're like trying to let her win. And wait, you're supposed to be on my team. And they're having their little lovers like back and forth. And then I talked about the bad art. God, Jesus, this is awful. Let's hold hands. So, guess Frosta wins the game by spiking the ball, but she like went on the other side of the net. There's no rules. You know, as long as we're together, and they just, you know, okay, that's nice. And then the subplot A, B, we have subplot C. Micah's trying to like be like that goofy dad. Dads are so lame. Here's a going, little lady. Like he's trying to. What's he doing? Oh my God, what is he doing? He's like trying to treat her like a little kid, like maybe like a 5-year-old. And like, stop talking to me, you know, you're a stupid old man. And like she runs away from him, and he's like, oh my God, is Glimmer gonna hate me just like this? Glimmer's like a woman now. She's like 17, 18. She's older now. At the very least, what, 16? Probably closer to 18. Micah still has this fantasy that she's a little girl. Micah's an idiot. God, he's tiny. Look how little he is. My goodness. I'm surprised Frost is not taller than this friggin' dude. You know, and then he's like super upset that he's not getting along with her because he can't get along with kids. And if he can't get along with kids, how am I going to get along with Glimmer? Then he makes his face. Does every man have to be a complete idiot in this show? Like ridiculously stupid? But Spin and Ned are like, oh no, it's okay. You know, just keep trying. And Then I guess they're talking about how there was what's it called? It wasn't. It's I want to say it's not like it's a Lord of the Rings sounding town's name. Eldoron or something like that is under attack. We had to go check it out. But this is ridiculous. These heroes are awful people. Oh, Swiftwind shows up. Oh, that place is great. And look at this face. Oh my God, look at this horse face. Someone drew this. Someone was paid to draw this. My goodness, look at this other face. Oh my God. Oh, that place is awesome because they throw the best victory parties. Okay, I get it. Swiftwind's a complete idiot, moron, whatever. But then they say, great party. We could use a party, you know, to help cheer up Frosta, which I don't know why she's even thinking so. They don't even care about saving these people. They just want to go to a party.
Parties? Maybe Frosta should come too. We could all use some fun. Hey, Frosta!
These are the heroes? Who writes this crap? So yeah, let's all go, and more ugly horse faces. So they invite Frost, and they're all going to go to this place and go have a party because that's what you do. You don't care about saving people or, you know, Horde Prime's invading the planet, bombarding it. And that's another thing. Someone was telling me that was a different planet. That's some other planet that was getting destroyed, and then that it was also in the trailer. So what the hell? What? Oh my goodness. Anyways, we get back to subplot. That was B was cooking time with Glimmer. So she's like digging through all these rations and stuff. She's looking for ingredients to make food. And the whole time, Adora's just complaining about Catra. Oh, I can't believe it. Nothing's changed. And it's back because it's so cute and funny when people act this way. I'm hoping everyone who really, really loves this relationship likes it because it's fiction and it's stupid and they're not in a real relationship like this where the person's abusive, where the person is just an awful, terrible human being like Catra is, and they just think it's cute and funny because it's fiction. Please let it be that way. Do not be with anybody who actually acts the way Catra does. So she's stomping around and yelling and screaming how awful Catra is. And then like Glimmer is like, it's like Glimmer knows Catra. We're talking about Catra here. I mean, look at this face. She wasn't gonna just come along easily, you know. Yeah, like she's like known her for years or whatever. And then they kind of still have their back and forth, and this is so stupid. Why are we doing this? Again, all the male characters have to be idiots. She throws some of that food, whatever, the ration crap, and hits not Hordak in the face, and he like just takes it. I deserve this. He doesn't even clean himself. But like, oh yeah, we're gonna make this great little meal with these rations. You can't make them. You can attempt to make a meal out of rations. It's not gonna work. The best thing you can do is add a lot of Tabasco sauce. That's how you save an MRE. But that's about all you can do, because I don't think there's even an actual kitchen on this damn thing. So yeah, me and Not Hordak are gonna make this food, and it's gonna be great. They have a thing like, what does this say? And I guess it's some type of protein thing. And yeah, they're gonna make some food. Bo goes over the thing and he's like, hey, we got a big problem here. Oh, okay, don't worry about it. They're gonna go to the bridge. Here, Not Hordak, here's an apron to emasculate you even further. And he's happy to have the apron. He just loves being bounced around and being told what to do. They see that they're being tracked, followed by these 3 spaceships. These 3 fighter-sized, tiny little itty-bitty baby spaceships. Surprised they didn't send people, just clones. You shoot them out into space and they have butter knives. What's the point of just sending such a small force? It just doesn't make any damn sense. Anyways, I can't believe they're tracking us. How is this happening? But then Entrapta is like, oh, I know what we can do. We can hide in this asteroid field. Then she makes a bunch of faces. Crazy lady faces. I mean, look at this. Jay Leto's chin ain't got nothing on Entrapta when they draw this way. But she can't wait to do it because it's so much fun to be crazy in an asteroid field. But Bo said I couldn't do it. And they look at Bo, why did you say that? You're such an idiot. Even though he comes up with the good, he's like, hey, it's dangerous. Our ship is falling apart. We're going to do an asteroid field. It's going to freaking kill us. But they're like, well, but there's no choice. We have to do it. He's going to go do that. And then they're going to go check on Catra because they're starting to think that, oh, it's that chip in the back of her neck. That's how they're tracking us. If that shock disabled that Hordak clone from the collective, why didn't, when Catra got shocked, remember in the last episode she fell off that thing? I thought that was like a kill switch, and then she brought her back to life. Why would it still be active? I thought it was something that would just like blow up and like sever her spine or something, you know. But I guess it's still active, and that's how they're getting tracked. So they're gonna go try to do that, and you know, just try to remove that thing from the back of her head. And the only one who's gonna be able to do that would be Entrapta, and then Catra doesn't want to see Entrapta because the last time she saw her, she shocked the hell out of her and sent her to Beast Island to go die. They enter the asteroid field, and then I guess it goes under manual control, and we get some I don't know, very Iron Man-esque kind of like, you know, the hologram stuff. And this is how he's going to control the ship. That's kind of cool, but they don't really even explore it. And how would he even know how to do this? Let me just throw some teenager into a fighter jet and oh, figure it out. No, they just die, but whatever. Get back to Camp Dum Dum, and they're on their way to, I forget the name of that town. And they're on their way there, and then again, Micah, he notices that Frost is having a hard time keeping up. Hey, little lady, why don't you sit on my back and I'll carry you? Why are you talking to her like this, you idiot? And of course she's like, no, I don't need you. I'm old enough. You're a dummy. And he just doesn't get it. The horse. Oh, Swift Wind, you good horse. Oh, man, this place is awesome. It's so cool. We're going to have such a cool party. But they notice that it's kind of a ghost town. Nobody's here. And they're like, whoa, what's going on? At least they thought, oh, they're under attack. There'd be like a battle going on. But it's like deathly silent. Then one of the doors opens up, and then we see the mayor and her big old muscle lady. That's another thing in the show. Only the women that are huge muscle ladies have boobs. I don't know what weird fetish that is for this crew, but it's a thing. Welcome to the village. We're not under attack, but won't you stay for dinner? Oh, you can tell, okay, they're clones. Or they're being enthralled. They're being controlled, whatever, by Horde Prime. They're like, oh, okay, let's go for that party. Don't you like cake, Frosta? Get away from me, old man. Maybe she thought he was being a pervert. Maybe that's what it was. That actually makes perfect sense now. He thought that frickin' Micah was being a pervert. What, kids don't like cake? Glimmer would eat cake all day, every day. I mean, he didn't say that, but he should have. It would have been hilarious. But they go in there, and there's supposed to be the party going on, but everyone's standing there like zombies. Did anyone not get it? Was there a single person who watched this, and they just think, oh man, that twist came out of nowhere? Could not be telegraphed any harder. It is impossible. Get back to the space dum-dums, and they're going to go into this minefield, and they're kind of hiding out, and they can't be caught. They're in the asteroid field, and this gets Entrapta there. She's having another one of her technogasms. And look at her peanut head. why is her head shaped this way? It's only in this one scene. It doesn't look like her head. She doesn't have a weird peanut head, but she has it here. They're kind of hitting stuff because Bo doesn't know what he's doing, and they're under attack, so that they're getting hit from all sides. Catra's having more of her visions, her little freakouts, and I guess because she's still connected to the collective, so how Horde Prime can see what all his clones see, the clones can also see what the other ones see. So like, I guess kind of a two-way street there. Then like they're getting knocked around and everything, and Trapta is like, because the shields are going, their shields are failing down to 60%, but they go, we got to disable that chip in the back of our head because that's how they're following us. But I'm thinking they already have eyes on you. Not like removing this chip will stop them from attacking you. Like it's important to get it off there, but the shields are more important. Am I wrong in my way of thinking here where, they get rid of the tracking device, the baggage is still out there. What are they going to just go blind and not see you anymore? Whatever. So Adora grabs and Trapta. We're going to go take this thing out of Catra's freaking head. Let's go. So they leave Bo there, and Bo's like, oh my goodness, we're losing shields, but they don't care what the man has to say, so they leave him to fend for himself. Get back to Camp Dum Dum. They're at the party, and everything is just like a creepy version of what a party would be, because the Horde clone people, they don't know what a party is. And they're making food, but it's all like manufacturedly fake. And this place is creepy. This is where no one gets it. Get the hell out of here. And, oh my goodness, this goes on for way too long. They just leave. Just leave. But they're not leaving. They're just like whispering. And there's Micah trying to be a buddy to Frosta again. It just isn't working. Then we get a weird, we get this weird anxiety things. Like, none of this makes any sense. So Natasha's looking for Spinnerella, and she's like, oh, where did you go? I hate being alone at parties without you. Okay, that's nice to know, but this isn't this weird romantic comedy with these two characters, like a slice of life anime where like those kinds of things are cute and funny. This is like a show about war and people are dying. This isn't important. So, thank you, I found you. Oh, it's so wonderful. Whatever. Then they still don't notice how weird and creepy everything's being, and they decide, okay, if no one's in danger, we have to get out of here. The first sensible thing ever spoken in this whole episode. But they shut the doors. Oh, it's getting dark. You must stay. Get the F out of here. Who cares what they say? Micah's like this powerful sorcerer person guy, right? Push all these people out of the way. Blow this door off the hinges. We're getting the hell out of here. No, but they're just like acting like they have no powers. They're acting like they have... All these people are magical. Every last one of them has some type of magical power. Why are they acting this way? So they like get all surrounded and everything. And of course, if you didn't get it then, you're bound to get it now. Because we see the green eyes. They're taking over. Catra's seeing this too. I'm assuming she's seeing this as well because of the other clones. She can see it too. Adora shows up with Entrapta, and of course that just makes Catra feel like, oh my god, why'd you bring her here? Catra's trying to run away from everything. There's some okay elements that would work better over more episodes and more breathing room. But of course, Entrapta's one of those weird kind of people where even if you did try to kill her, she honest to God would probably just forgive you because she's just that kind of person. Whatever. Catra, don't effing worry about it. She even fixes her bed, which is really nice of her. And she's like, we're going to take that thing in the back of your head because that's how we're being tracked. And the only one who's going to be able to do it is freaking Entrapta. But like Catra's like, oh, she's going to kill me. You really think she's going to kill you? Why would they save you if they were just going to kill you? This insane, crazy way of thinking isn't cute. It's sad, really. But Entrapta's like, oh, why would I do that? Oh yeah, because all the bad stuff you did to me. But that's okay. I still want to help you. And then she does this where like gets all this like surgical equipment, and it makes like this quick little like, I don't know what this is. Is this an anime thing? I don't know. Why did you do this? And then of course Catra's super scared because it looks she's gonna freaking chop her head off. But she's like, idiot. We gotta no time for this. We gotta take the chip out of your head. That's how we're being tracked. Let's do this. Then we get a funny Adora's looking down at Catra. She's like a little busty here. I don't know if it's the angle or if they just drew her this way. It's a good look for you, Catra. Too bad it literally goes away one scene later. Here we go. Her chest got inflated, then deflated 5 seconds later. But she's like, hey, we got to get this chip out of your head. And once we do, if you don't want to hang around with us anymore, if you don't want to be with me, we'll just dump you off somewhere and that'll be the end of it. Because she's been fighting her this whole time. And then, Adora's kind of like, okay, whatever. I'll just give her what you want. That's the most important pressing matter is to get rid of these freaking ships that are chasing us. And then whatever, forget it. If you don't want to fight for this and whatever, just let it go. Which would have been nice if that would have happened. What I would have done overall would have been, instead of just getting them together instantaneously, there should have been, the series should have ended with them not being together. And then you have like your epilogue episode. And then it shows them like a year later after Catra helped rebuild all of Etheria and do all these things and do all these great, nice things. Then they start dating again. That's how I would have done it. It would have been more believable, but you have to guarantee it and get right to it. Catra starts feeling sad and grabs her arm. Please, just while she's doing the surgery thing, just be in here with me. Okay, whatever. That's nice. Camp Dum Dum starts to fight, and these are just butterfly people with no powers. I don't think these people are strong, not stronger than an average regular person. They've never shown to have like strength, like superhuman strength, and they're having trouble fighting these things. I want to play this clip. And if you don't laugh your ass off, you're a liar. She got taken out by a bush, a side tackle, and she's wearing armor. She got hit in the armor, and she's down for the count. Glass Joe is laughing his ass off. What a stupid way to knock out one of the strongest, because couldn't she just in fact put a whole net around all of them? She's done that before. She's done a big, at the end of season 1, she had captured one of those, the tanks when they're shooting a big energy blast, and was able to hold that. So why can't she just make one big net and capture a whole bunch of these guys, like in 3 or 4 nets? Can any of you hardcore She-Ra fans out there explain to me how the F did all these people lose to a bunch of regular people that are like zombie mode? But look at this face. Oh no, my baby's down. So they're out. Princess Wind is just knocking things around. Of course, not knocking anyone out. Swiftwind does like a thing. I don't even know what that is. He does a thing. Micah does a sticky ground thing. He's like a big, powerful sorcerer guy. You got to be better than that. I thought this is actually, I think it's funny. That's actually the best part of the episode. Frosta goes in for a kill. She's going to kill one of these people. And then Micah kind of jumps in the way. And she's like, what are you doing? I can take care of myself. You're not trying to save me. He's like, no, I'm not saving you. I'm saving them.
Horde Prime's done something to them, but they're innocent Etherians. We can't hurt them. You're the strongest one here. Use your power to defend the team.
And, and he tells her, like, you're the strongest one among us. Use your powers to help these people, not to hurt them. That was actually a really nice father-daughter type talk. That was really cool. I actually really like that. Then, again, you have Natasha, who could just capture them all in the net. There's no reason why she can't do that. Explain to me why she can't do that. Why isn't Frosta just freezing everyone's feet? Again, I'm asking the super fans, everyone who attacks me for everything, do you excuse this kind of stuff and you just don't care? And it doesn't, you just accept it? So why is she doing that? I'm assuming, why isn't Micah doing this goop sticky spell everywhere? Why did he stop? Why does a Swiftwind just fly away? This is what happens when you make your characters have these kinds of powers. You have to figure out ways for them to lose and to get beaten. And to have them lose to a bunch of mindless zombies is not only, it's pathetic, it's insulting. So they continued on to fight, but they're not really fighting because they don't want to hurt everybody. And it goes on and on and on, blah, blah, blah. Then Frosta remembers that she watched Avatar one time, and then she makes her ice thing around them. Instead of separating themselves from the bad guys, why not put them in the ice shield? Why not put the ice dome on them? Again, am I crazy for thinking like this? So they put up the Aang's little ice bubble thing, and we're just going to keep them out. Again, these are people of average strength. Clawing at this ice and they're tearing it apart. Yeah, you try that. Go buy a bag of ice and like wet it and freeze it till it's like a solid block and try to rip it apart with your hands. Just give it a shot. Just give it a try. I would love to see it. Post it on YouTube. So they're able to tear through this ice thingy. God, stupid. We get back to the space dum-dums. They're trying to get the thing out of the back of her head. I thought to myself, shouldn't she be like laying on an operating table or something? No, she's like sitting in the bed. It's kind of stupid. And I'm thinking this thing is probably hooked up to like her spine. You would think like her spinal column or something, or her brain stem, but it's just like on her neck. And so they're digging through it. They're getting knocked around, and she's starting to see more of these flashes. And then she realizes, whoa, stop, don't do this. She's like, hey, Adora, just trust me. When I was under this whole thing that happened to me, it's like he can see us. He can see me. He can see through my eyes, but maybe I can use that and see what he's up to, see what his plans are. I have to do this. I can do this to help. Because if I can find out this information, you're not going to, I can help you not go off and run off and get yourself killed, because that's what you do, Adora. You just run into the battle, act like an idiot. Let me try to help you, at least with some information. So she starts to like think about it. We see Horde Prime. He's angry. He's mad. And the greatest, want to hear the shocker of shockers? So this is gonna knock your sock off. Are you sitting down? Because you're not gonna be able to believe this. He's trying to take over Etheria. Are you kidding me? Of course he's trying to take over Etheria. That's what he's been doing from the very beginning. Why is this a revelation? Why are you so shocked? What the F is going on? This doesn't make any damn sense. I freaking hate this so much. It's so... Oh, you can't let him do that. Really? Really, Adora? You can't let him do that? Nope. Duh. They're still getting attacked by these other ships, so of course they hug because the magic hugs are great. Poe's like, hurry up, guys. We're gonna get killed. I don't know how much longer I can escape these dudes. Get back to camp, dum-dum. They break through the ice with an explosion. What caused that explosion? A punch? They have no weapons. If some of these guards had like energy weapons, magic energy weapons, something. No, it does like a like they blew the door open with some C4, like, breaching charges. Whatever. Oh, come join us and blah, blah, blah. It's so wonderful and great. You have a horse. Have the horse run at these people and just knock them out of the way. They're acting like they're weaklings and these are like superpowered beings. So you have all these magical, powerful people just getting defeated. Oh no, they grab them and stuff. Just the bare hands. Frosta, freeze them! My God, freeze them! Get back to the operating room. They're taking their time. Gotta hurry up, guys. They're still being attacked. We have to get this done. And we do a lot of back and forth here between them getting attacked, getting back to the party. The idiots. They're like getting all captured. Micah reaches out for Frosta. Like, Frosta couldn't just... Why isn't she fighting? I know they don't want to hurt these people, but at some point, you gotta fight back. The big horse just stands there. Everyone's just goofing off and being idiots. And then Adora's like, we can't let him do that. I'm going to save everyone. He's never going to hurt anyone again. Her sword is a bit dinky. I like the idea of the sword of power and the sword of protection being kind of more of like a broad sword, very like a flat blade, broad. Now it's more of a kind of like a skinny blade. It's not a bad, like the hilt and everything looks fine. I just thought it was a little too skinny. Then we get the transformation scene, which is probably where all the animation budget went to. And somebody watched Sailor Moon.
The honor of Grayskull!
I know a lot of transformation scenes. That's like the archetype of the magical girl transformation. It's a little too much like Sailor Moon, but it's cool nonetheless. I still like it. And I like this whole thing, like her crown has like the energy and then it like exhort. It's pretty cool. I don't know if I play the clip now or later, but it actually looks pretty cool. I do like it. Then she wears a sword in the air and it's all great. And then there's Catra like, whoa. And then this is either, again, I asked the fans, do you just not care? It doesn't matter to you. Things don't need to make sense as long as your ship is there. That's all that matters. She has a glow around her. So maybe that has something to do with her ability to breathe in outer space. She opens the airlock and you would get a big whoosh of air or something, but they don't even attempt to do that. And she just jumps out there. And there's more ships now. There's like 5 now, but I remember only really seeing 3 in the other scene. She goes out there and she's just going to fight them. How does she know she could breathe in outer space? It would have been great if she could and she opened the door. Oh my God, I can't breathe. We get back to the idiots who just aren't fighting back. And they're going to get captured. The woe is me, all's lost moment because they grab Frosta's face and they're going to, I don't know, were they going to initiate the brain takeover thingy? I don't know. I don't even know how it works. We see Swiftwind starts to glow. So he's starting to get the power from the new She-Ra. So he's all powered up too. I'm going to play the clip and I want you to, I didn't edit this. This is just a bad cut. What the hell was that? It just went from boom boom, from him glowing to him being normal. What the hell? Whoa, guys, did you see that? We'll celebrate it later. Maybe you shouldn't celebrate at all because you're in a war. Get back to surgery and they're taking this thing out. And yeah, it's pretty simple. They pretty simply just, she's working on it. Then Adora and her magical space flying abilities. She doesn't fly. She jumps from like asteroid to asteroid or space rock to space rock. No, that's not how any of this works. And she's like jumping from rock to rock, but she's in outer space. If she jumped, she would just keep going in that direction. These rocks have special gravity? None of this makes any sense. And this is where I'm like, I have my hands, my face in my hands. I'm thinking, this is what's acceptable? I mean, not even the dumbest little kid knows that that's not how space works. So she's just jumping around. Tell Horde Prime he's a doo-doo head. I don't know, she says something stupid and then like kills one of the guys and then jumps from that explosion to another rock and she's bouncing around. Again, that's not how this works. That's not how any of this works. We see more jumping around and Glimmer has her hands and face pressed up against the glass. The only time Glimmer's like this is when she's at Dunkin' Donuts 5 minutes before it opens. That's how happy she looks. Hey, it's her. Look how awful Shira looks here. Yeah, it's awful. Then she's doing more stuff that she doesn't know she can do. Huge energy sword swipey thingy blows up a bunch of these things. It's so stupid. How does she know she can do these things? She blows up the last of them and they win. I'm like, okay, she has to get back to the ship somehow. And she makes a platform under her feet and then she jumps to the ship. She can make floating platforms? What? Why? How did, what? Huh? This is when, I talked about this before. I wish she would have had to have gone on some type of journey. Me and Artie did a what we wanted to see this season video. It was like 3 hours long. And we talked about how it would be cool for Shira, Adora, to have to like meet up with Madame Raz again, and she helps her find her inner Shira and then trains her in all these new techniques, pulls like an old textbook. Oh, these are the ancient arts of the first ones. And then she learns all these techniques. No, she's just like instinctively knows all these techniques. I don't like that. I've never liked that in any show ever. It's not just I'm picking on Shira. It's just a lazy, stupid way to write things. So she just, jumps back to the ship because she's awesome. She's like literally riding on top of the ship and does another big blast to like blow up the last of these ships. And they win the day because they're awesome. They sever the connection, and since the connection doesn't have power anymore, they can't track them. So hooray! And Trap was like, okay, I'm going to go work on the ship now. And she starts to walk away, and then Catra kind of gives her a sincere apology. This is the first step in a marathon that is your redemption. Her redemption is a one-step process. Just say you're sorry and you win. You get your redemption. Too damn fast. But Entrapped is that odd sort of person that's willing to like forgive anybody for almost anything. It's like, I'm sorry. First, thank you for helping me. And I'm sorry for, like everything else. Entrapped is like, oh, that's okay. And kind of pats her on the head and like, oh, it's okay now. Which is something that Entrapped would actually do. We get back to the ship and they're fixing things and they're all just laying on the floor because we're all a hard day's work. Let's lay on the floor together. Remember the subplot of Glimmer making dinner for everyone? Oh, they made dinner and they're like steamed buns. She made those out of rations? And can it be... Oh man, Western animation food looks like trash. This looks awful. Let's get those weird meat onion thingies from freaking Spirit Away. Why can't we get those? But she made meat buns and they're jelly donuts. If you get that reference, you get a +1 in my book. Check out these jelly donuts. So like, oh, they start eating them. Oh, these are pretty good. Then she mentions her mom. Her mom. Oh, I love how you people are, she's not dead. She's another dimension. Ha ha ha. She's totally dead.
I used to make these with my mom. She wasn't that good a cook either, so I figured it would be hard to mess up.
That's what you say about your dead mom? That she's a horrible cook? How about this line? Oh, my mom didn't really cook all that much, but this is one of the dishes she knew how to make. Wouldn't that have been nicer? Wouldn't that have been kinder? Wouldn't that have been, it made you have a good feeling in your heart instead of like, oh yeah, your mom's dead. Catra who killed your mom and you don't even care? So they're like having their conversation about eating and then Catra knocks on the door, doesn't even put clothes on because, I show up to dinner in my underwear and everyone gets mad at me, but Catra does it and it's perfectly fine. So she wants some din-din. And why did they give her her fancy feast in a little crystal little thing? Ding, ding. But she sits away and then, of course, they all scoot over to let her into the group to let her know that she's all's forgiven. That's it. That's her redemption is complete. A one-step redemption. And these people dare compare her to Prince Zuko. You are out of your effing mind. It took seasons for Zuko to find his redemption. And even then, it was hard and tough for him. How's this any hard for Catra? She just gets everything. She's kind of yelling at herself, but it was for 5 minutes and then it's all over. Adora makes his goofy ass smile and they're bestie best friends. And then they did this whole thing where everyone's talking at once.
Smells good, right?
Does this come in smaller sizes?
It was kind of coming like right at us, but then Glimmer was like,
Almost better than like being able to breathe in
and then I was
space.
like,
Bit of
okay,
amniotic
I'll
fluid in
stop.
there.
Hold up, and then we kind of
No,
missed it.
that was a joke.
There's no way to discern any of this conversation. No one talks like this. Maybe if this was like a huge party and there was like 50 people, you would get this kind of dialogue. But this is like 5 people. If I wasn't sitting in this group, like, whoa, everyone shut the hell up. I can't understand anybody one at a time. But they're like, oh, talking. Even the freaking not Hordak is talking. And he tries to tell, I think he's trying to tell a joke. It's weird. Get back to camp, dum-dum. And, oh, that was great. Should we go back and save him? Mike is like, hell no. Basically saying we need to get back and regroup and figure out what the hell's going on before we try to go help those people. Dumb Horse is like, oh, I can feel She-Ra. Swift One's like, I can feel the new She-Ra. She's come, and every day she's getting closer. So they're on the way back. Okay, they're going to have their new powerful weapon, the new She-Ra. You know, Micah gives Frosta a hug, but kind of like a mom, like a father-daughter, like, Dad, you're so lame. Then I guess during the fight, Net and Spin are like, oh, okay, as long as we stick together, we'll be fine. Then they start holding hands, and then we see her hair move out of the way, and she has one of those Horde Prime mind control-y thingies on her neck. So she must have got one. When, where, how, who knows? I wouldn't have showed this reveal. It's to leave that for the next episode. Let the audience think that we're on a good note. Oh, She-Ra's back. We got Catra. You leave them thinking everything's good and nice, and leave this out until the beginning of the next episode. That, you know, personally, you do it either way. I would have saved that for the next episode. But overall, just pedal to the metal. Get to that shipping, my God. Get to Catra and Adora getting together. That's the only concern of the show, because they don't want to let it breathe. They don't want it to grow naturally. These got to force it down your damn throats. Wasting characters. This super powerful team getting their butts kicked by butterfly zombies. There's no other way to explain it, and it makes no damn sense. Over halfway done. Episode 7. People keep telling me, yeah, I can't wait to watch the next one on episode 7. Yeah, it's gonna, I don't know. I have no expectations anymore. I have literally, my expectations are completely nothing. I want to be surprised. I want to like it, but ugh.
We deserve to celebrate. I'm going to make us a special dinner for tonight.
Crimson Saint here. Thanks for watching the video. If you're enjoying the content, be sure to sub, like, share, and hit the bell for notifications so you don't miss a single upload. If you have any tips or story ideas, hit us up on Twitter at C15Podcast, or better yet, join our Discord server, link in the description below.